วัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผมครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. Waiting for our first participant. How you be? Okay.
Yes, Prajan, I am well. Thank
Okay. Ready to go to work.
you. Today I work from home, Prajan.
Okay. Okay. Our first participant is Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Where are you from?
Hi, Tanajan. You can hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
perfectly.
I'm from France, and but I live in Vietnam,
Okay.
in Ho
What
Chi
can I
Minh
do
City.
for you?
Yeah, so I would like to discuss with you a little bit about the process of dying, about death.
Yes.
So when we die, what is exactly moving from one life to another life? It's our mind, but what are the components or the elements of this mind moving to another life?
The mind has five elements of property. It has the ability to know, to feel, to think, to remember, and to contact a new body, to connect to a new body. That's when we have rebirth. But everything in the mind remains the same. Your habits, your character, your your memory of what you used to like or dislike, this sort of thing goes with you to the next life. You might
So
lose
it's
some memory of this present life because your ability to remember is very short. So you probably forgot your existence now when you take a rebirth in the future, because it might take many years before you get a new body again. So most people who are born, they forgot what they were in their past life, except those people who have special memory ability. Then then they can recall past lives, like the Buddha. So the mind doesn't die with the body. The body is just an instrument used by the mind, like a servant. The mind is the master. It tells the body what it wants, and the body comply with the command. Like tonight, the mind tells the body to connect with me. So the body does the beating of the mind. Without the mind, the body would not be able to do anything. It waits the command from the mind. The body is temporary. It has uh, a certain length of time to exist, but the mind is forever. It exists forever. It doesn't die. It just keeps taking new body all the time. The body that we have collected, the Buddha saying, are countless. And we will continue reborn again and again until we find out the cause of our rebirth, which are our cravings, enlightened or discovered by the Buddha himself. And in order to stop rebirth, we have to stop our cravings, craving for sensual pleasures. Our craving for sensual pleasures make us take a rebirth when we lose this body. We need the body to be able to get to our sensual pleasures. But if we can stop our cravings for sensual pleasures by replacing it with meditation pleasure, then we can stop our craving pleasure. And when we have no craving pleasure, then we will take no rebirth again, no new body. Understand?
Yes.
So the goal of our practice is to stop our craving. And what we need to do is to replace this craving for sensual pleasure for craving for meditation pleasure instead. So we have to meditate and make the mind enter into jhana. Once the mind enters into jhana, it finds peace and happiness there. Then it can give up the craving for sensual pleasure. Once there is no craving for sensual pleasure, then there is no need to have a body anymore. So death is just a replacing of one body for a new body, replacing old body for a new body. The body that you have right now will get old and get sick and die. When that happens, the body ditch this body and then it go wait for a new body. The waiting time, during the waiting time, it can wait in heaven or it can wait in hell, depending on the good or bad karma that you have done. If your bad karma is more than your good karma, then you wait in hell. If your good karma is more than your bad karma, then you wait in heaven. Okay?
Good. As you said, the mind will never die. So it also means that the mind is unborn, right? It was never born.
There's no birth or death with the mind. It exists all the time. Nobody know why or when it does happen, but this is the nature of the mind. And also with the other five elements that exist. That is the water element, the earth element, the wind element, the fire element, and the space element. And the mind is a knowing element. These six elements exist without having birth or death. No birth or death for these six elements. They are always there, and they combine and interact with each other to produce human body, trees, planets, stars, They are the building blocks of the universe, the physical and the mental, the spiritual universe. And each mind is driven by its own karma and cravings. If you have craving, you will still continue to reborn. If you have karma, good karma, you will be waiting for a new body in heaven. If you have bad karma, you will be waiting for a new body in hell. This is simple. When we die, we go to heaven or hell, waiting for a new body. Whenever a new body is ready for us to take, then we go take a new body and restart the cycle again. Same thing that we did now, we will do it again in the next life because this is our habit. What we used to like, we'll go look after what we like. What we hate, we'll try to stay away from what we hate. Using the body as the instrument, as the medium, as the servant. Until the body dies, then you go and wait for a new body again, in heaven or in hell. Okay.
And practically, when we pass away, do you have an idea about how much time the mind needs to become aware about what is happening, that we are in this stage
How
to go?
long? How
Sorry.
long we have to wait for a new body? You mean?
No, how long we have to wait until the awareness comes back? Because we lose consciousness. We die, like when we go sleep, right? When we fall asleep, we lose consciousness. And then awareness will appear again, like in a dream, I guess. So
Yes, you will be in a dreamland. If you in hell, you have bad dreams. If you're in heaven, you have good dreams. Until the good or bad karma expire, then you take a new rebirth, take a new body.
and my question is, do you have any idea about how much time it takes to become aware again after we lose this body? Some traditions say that we need 3 days, or I'm not sure.
Oh no, it depends on how much good or bad karma you have accumulated. The longer you will stay in the spiritual world. You will regain consciousness when you're born. When you come out of the womb and you start to cry, that's when you wake up to a new life. And if you're not born yet, then you're in a dreamland, having good dreams or bad dreams. The length of your dream depending on the amount of good or bad karma that you have performed. The more good karma you stay longer in a good dream, with good dreams. The more bad karma you have, then the more time you spend with your bad dreams. Okay.
Mm. Yes.
Some people can come back to the new birth very quickly. That's the reason why they can remember the past lives, what they have done or have been somewhere before in this world. Because they didn't spend much time in heaven or hell. So they might come reborn quickly and they can still retain some of the memory of past lives that they used to live in this world somewhere. So we all perform good and bad karma differently. The amount we do is different. So the length of time we spend in heaven or hell is different. But when you're in heaven or hell, you're in dreamland, really. Like when you go to sleep. Right now, if you go to sleep, you might have good dreams or bad dreams. And this is an indicator of what your future your future will be when you die. You have good dreams, you'll probably be going to heaven. If you have bad dreams, you'll probably be going to hell. So try to do good karma and avoid doing bad karma. These are the teaching of the Buddha. Three things you need to do: avoid doing bad karma, do only good karma, and purify your mind. Get rid of your cravings. That's all. The third one is to stop rebirth. The other two is to to direct you to heaven and not to hell. If you still cannot stop rebirth, at least you'll be living in heaven because you do only good karma. So when you die, you go live in heaven, and then when you reborn, you come back and you do more good karma like before until you can stop the cravings. Then you'll stop rebirth. So for most Buddhists, they aspire for heaven, so they do a lot of good karma, like supporting the monastery, support the monks, the monastery, and they keep the five precepts and giving dana or practice dana or giving. They find still difficult for them to meditate. Excuse me, to meditate to stop their cravings. So they only aspire for heaven for now by avoiding bad karma and doing only good karma. Only a few people who can do meditation who will become monks and then strive to stop all the cravings they have in their mind, to stop rebirth. That's why we have very few monks compared to lay people. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, just one more question still about dying, I think. Uh, so as you know, in the Mahayana tradition, they have this vow to come back. They don't want to stop rebirth. They want to come back even if they reach high level of realization. And so they constantly want to come back to save other beings. So I would like to know
That's
what you
because
think.
that's
Mhm.
because they are deluded. Because coming back is like going back into the fire. Birth is suffering, the Buddha said. Because with birth there is aging, sickness, and death. So for a wise, a non-deluded person would try to avoid rebirth entirely. The Buddha didn't come back again, but he tried to help as much people as he could when he was still alive, 45 years. He devoted his time to teaching people to become enlightened. But once he died, he don't come back anymore. Because that's the fact. You cannot change the fact. The law of karma, the law of rebirth, stop when there are no cravings. Nobody wants to return if they can. Only crazy people who want to return. What is there in this life? It's all suffering. By the time you come out of your mother's womb, you start crying already because you have to do your own breathing. And you have to try to fight to survive, right? Look for food, keep breathing, have to have water to drink all the time. All these things are suffering. It's better to exist as a spiritual being without any cravings. When you have peace and contentment all the time. So the true goal for Buddhists is to achieve enlightenment in this lifetime. And if you have time left, then help people to become enlightened, like the Buddha did. Don't come back again and again just to help other people. You could not even help yourself. How could you help other people? You have to help yourself first. You have to become enlightened first before you can teach other people to become enlightened. Okay, does this answer all your question?
Totally. Thank you so much.
Come back again if you have any more questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go next to Naomi from Toronto. A long time no see. You have to unmute the microphone. It's not unmuted yet. Something wrong? Nobody asked you to unmute. Okay.
Uh, you see the bottom, the unmute button? No.
Oh, she come back later, maybe. Okay. There might be some difficulties using the audio. I'll go to the next person then. Kwan Leeman. Hi, Kwan Leeman. Have you been here before? Long time
Yes,
ago.
yes, Tanajan. I've been to Wat Yan before too.
Okay, where you from?
Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, I have no questions, but a long time I didn't see Tanajan, so and I wanted to come in many times, but I have no question or anything to update, so I didn't come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's good to see you. Everything okay?
Yes, Tanajan.
Your practice is going well?
I'm still at peace and contented. Yeah, not still the same.
Okay. As
Mm,
long as you don't feel bad, that's good enough.
mm,
The goal here is to get rid of the bad feelings,
not much.
dukkha, suffering.
Mm,
Not the bad feeling of the body, you cannot get rid of.
mm,
It's part of life. But the bad feeling of the mind, you can get rid of. The
mm.
dukkha that's caused by your cravings, this you can get rid of.
Yes, I don't really have much craving, and I'm still practicing. And I'm actually helping in a Buddhist center a few hours a day, like for 3, 4 days. And during that time, I can actually practice there because not much people coming. So
Uh,
I listen to talk and listen to, and then I practice also.
that's
I
good.
continue with my practice, yeah. Just that
Yes.
there's not much to report.
Okay. As long as you keep on practicing, it's okay. You're on the path.
Thank you, Tajin.
You're welcome. Now we can go back to Naomi again. Hi, Naomi. Can you unmute? You don't want to ask any question? Okay. Why not? Not able to or what? Okay, sorry then. I'm not sure what's wrong. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I'll go to Jordan next. Hi, Jordan. Also from Toronto.
Good evening, Tanajan.
Yes, how are you?
Doing fine, thank you. I wasn't able to think of any question I need to ask, but I'm very grateful to be here. listening and learning.
Yes, what can I do for you?
I don't have a particular question today, Tanajan. I'm just happy to be here and listening.
Okay, good to
Thank you.
see you.
You too.
If
Thank
you
you.
have any question, you can ask later on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Next is Steph from Oregon. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine. How's your practice going?
My practice is going really good, but I do have a question. I feel like my practice is going good, but yesterday I had to take my oldest in for, they have to get braces and they have to do a little bit more complicated stuff. So it's going to be uncomfortable, and I'm having a lot of, I'm kind of losing my, my equanimity over my child being uncomfortable. So I don't know if you have any advice for that.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it.
There isn't.
You cannot stop it. So why worry or feel discomfort with that?
Oh,
Because this is the way it is.
yeah,
But you can look at it, it's for the better. So that
it is.
that is, this thing are like remedy for something that goes wrong. So
It's true.
sooner or later it will come back to wellness and good. So we have
Yeah.
to be patient, and we have to accept life, that life is anicca, changing all the time. Sometimes change for the good, sometimes change for the bad. We
Yes,
cannot
it is.
control everything.
Yeah,
But we try
it
our
is.
best by putting the braces on, is trying to correct something that is not good, so that it will be good later on. See?
Yeah.
So you have to
I
accept
need to use
this.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. My
You need
practice is
to, yeah, you need to meditate more, calm your mind more, so you
okay.
get more equanimity.
Okay.
Don't think too much. You have
Okay.
already enough thinking. What you lack is the stop thinking.
Yeah. Yep. That's
When
for
you could
sure.
stop thinking, you'll find peace, and you can leave everything alone.
Yeah.
Right now, you just couldn't leave everything alone. You feel
Mhm.
connected to everything.
Yes. Yes.
So you have to get disconnected by meditation. When you meditate, you disconnect yourself from the sensual world.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone from your mind temporarily. And you say, hey, they could live without me. Why should I worry about them?
That is true.
so
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
so meditate.
That's always the
Keep up
answer.
with
More
your keep up
meditation.
with your 3-hour challenge.
Yes, and I am, and it's going very well. It's very well.
Good.
Yeah.
Whenever you
Thank
think of anicca, think of anatta. Anicca is change. Anatta is not under anybody's control. The changes just keep going. They have
Yeah.
conditions that cause them to change.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the children are not under my control either.
Uh,
They're their
they're
own
they're
beings. Yeah.
yeah, their own being.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
They're
Thank
under
you
the
very
law. They're under the law of
much.
change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very
Good.
much.
You're welcome. Next, I you use new name of Phil Ryan, so Mike. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Good evening, John. That is my coworker's name.
I
He's
see.
great,
You
but
see,
that is his name. I am Mike still. I should change that. Um, it's really good to see you. My morning, your evening, John. It is springtime in New York, and it is beautiful out. I'm seeing beautiful reminders of impermanence everywhere with the trees blossoming. But simultaneously, I've also, for the second year in a row, have been experiencing severe allergies, which have been impacting my meditation, making it a little harder to meditate. I feel like I've been having what Tom Jeff would call delusion concentration, where I kind of black out a little bit when I'm meditating, or I'll get like very sleepy and it'll be hard to keep track of my mantra or to complete the scans of my body. So I was curious if Tana John had any advice for ways to freshen up your mind when you're, struggling through meditation, and also just like meditating when you're like not feeling well. And yeah, like ways to freshen up your meditation or words to think about when meditation becomes hard.
Well, first you have to look at the condition that seems to be obstructing your meditation, whether you could do something about it or not. If you could not do anything about it, then you just have to accept it. Don't try to wish it to go away, because this can create uh, discomfort in your mind. And so try to accept the conditions that exist, just like anything else. They are anicca, they are anatta, they are not under anybody's control. They just come and go, and we just have to learn to live with it. This will reduce a lot of stress trying to get rid of them or wanting to get rid of them. And then just try to practice more mindfulness, that's all. Just
Mm.
concentrate on your attention on your mindfulness, on your mantra or on your body. When you meditate, you can concentrate on your breathing, your breath. Or if you find it difficult, you can use reciting the sutta or something to keep you more mindful, because you need more effort to recite the mantra than watching the breath. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, reciting the sutta, not the mantra, I'm sorry. Or reciting the mantra if you can. Or reciting something short, like the triple gem, Buddhang Saranam Gacchami, Sanghang Saranam Gacchami. But just keep reciting this thing. It'll keep your mind busy and not worry about the allergy and trying to find something to focus your mind on. And then you can then forget about the condition that caused you to be uncomfortable.
Mm.
But mindfulness is still the main point, the main thing that we need to keep the mind calm and have equanimity. The stronger, the more continuous the mindfulness is, then the more the mind will be calm and equanimous. Yeah. So you might have to meditate in a room and you find your allergy to pollen or to anything outside. Try to avoid them when you can when you meditate. But you still have to tell yourself that meditation you cannot skip. This is like eating. Every day you eat, regardless whether you have allergy or not. Same way with meditation. Meditation is food for the mind. So you should have meditation as much as possible. The more you have, the more fulfilling will be for the mind. The more happy, the more content will be for the mind. Nothing in the world is as good as meditation. The
Mm.
happiness you get from meditation surpasses everything else. So try to concentrate or dedicate all your effort to meditation. It will be a worthwhile investment, I can guarantee you. Once you reach the result, you'll find like it's like climbing Mount Everest. Once you get to the top, you feel relief. You say, "I made it." But climbing up there is the hard part.
Mm.
Maintaining mindfulness and meditating is hard part. The defilement doesn't want you to do it. See? The defilement wants you to go look for sensual pleasure instead. But you have to remind yourself, sensual pleasure itself is bad for you. It's good in the short run, but it's bad in the long run because it makes you addicted, like being addicted to drugs. And you have to have it all the time. Whenever you cannot get it, then you feel bad. So try to kick the habit. Try not to rely on sensual pleasures to keep you happy because they don't keep you happy for long. You have to keep on piling up more sensual pleasures in order to be happy. And when you cannot do it, then you become you become sad, become lonely. But meditation, once you could do it, then you can always have it. Anywhere you are, you don't need anything. You only need mindfulness. Even if your body gets sick at all, you can still meditate and still can be happy and contented. Okay.
That's very good.
So try to put as much effort as you can with meditation and mindfulness practices. Mindfulness all the time. And when you have spare time to sit and meditate, then meditate. Okay, anything else?
No, that was great, John. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, hi, David from Australia.
Hi, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you? Is it summer there
Good.
now or is it winter?
It's
Autumn.
autumn.
Autumn. We're just going into winter.
Yeah, goes into winter in June. So, but
Mhm.
now it's some days are cold and some days are hot. So, and
Mhm.
some days are wet.
You have lots of storm also.
Not where we are, but there has been storms in Sydney, which is about an hour and a half from here, and there's been storms in almost every state, and there's been a lot of flooding up in the Northern Territory and in Western Queensland and Western New South Wales in the desert, where hardly ever get any rain. And the last couple of years there's been big flooding. A lot of cattle have drowned, and communities have been closed off because the roads have all flooded, and it's like a sea because it's so flat there. But that's what it's like a lot of the
Yeah.
time. Sometimes it
Yes.
floods and then there's no rain for 5 years. But where we are, it's on and off. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, but it's generally quite good. Quite good. Where I live, the air is very clean. We're right next to a big national park, and there's not that many people. Where I live, there's only like 2,000 people. So it's
Okay,
quite peaceful. It's very good.
that's good. Good place to meditate.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's
Do you have
almost,
any question?
yeah, I'd like to ask you about Buddha. Using it, a lot of, I've read quite a few people say that Buddha is the one who knows. It's a knowing element in the mind. Is that correct?
Well, there are two types of knowing. The general knowing, the nature of the mind, it knows, but it doesn't know good from bad, right from wrong, delusion from wisdom. This takes effort. You have to study and educate the mind, the knowing to know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, or what is bad for the mind itself. And this is what made the Buddha. He knows what makes the mind unhappy, and he knows what makes the mind happy. So he stopped the happiness in the mind and only allow happiness to appear in the mind. That's why he became enlightened. He discovered the cause of unhappiness or suffering, which are the cravings in the mind. This is something that nobody knew. This is something that the Buddha discovered about himself. No one could teach him this knowledge because nobody in the world is able to be able to see this knowledge by themselves. Only the Buddha can. So he became the Buddha, the knower of the truth of suffering, the truth of cause suffering, the knowing the truth of cessation of suffering, and the knower the truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. We don't know this. We need the Buddha to teach us this thing, this knowledge. Without him, we will be in the dark.
Many great masters in the Thailand have achieved enlightenment using Buddho as their mantra, like Ajahn Mahabur and Ajahn Mun, and I think Ajahn Tate and many others.
That's only part of the two. It's not the only two. This is the starting two. You need Buddha mindfulness to get into jhana.
Yeah.
But once you reach jhana, then you have to teach the mind the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence in order to become enlightened.
So once you get start to get some jhana, and then you can concentrate on the three characteristics. Is that correct? Suffering.
Yes, and the Four Noble Truths.
Yeah, and the Four Noble Truths.
So to teach the mind that your suffering is caused by your own craving.
Yeah.
And the thing that you crave for, they are not bad for you either. The sensual pleasure you crave for, they are not good for you. They are like drugs.
Yeah.
You should give it up. The thing is bad when you see the three characteristics inherent in the sensual pleasure. They are pleasure, but they are brief. And when they're gone, they leave you empty-handed, leave you empty and hungry for more. So this is seeing the three characteristics in all the things that you crave for. So that you could stop your craving this way. And once there are no craving, then there will be no stress or suffering in your mind.
So the most important thing is basically just continuous meditation. Is that
First
right?
of all, yes, you need meditation first to have a strong mind, to be able to stop your cravings. Right now, we know the truth of cause of our suffering is our cravings, but we could not stop them. They're too strong for us. Our mind is too weak to resist our own craving. So we need to build the mind to become strong by practicing jhana. Once we reach jhana, the mind will be strong like a rock. Then it can stop the craving. Right now it's weak. When the craving comes up, it gives up right away and follow the cravings like a slave.
Yeah.
When you crave for coffee, you can stop this craving. You just have to go grab the coffee. When you
Yeah,
crave
another
for a
one.
beer, you have to go after that.
Mm.
Even you know that it's bad for you, but you couldn't stop your craving. But if you have
Yeah,
jhana, you could. If you have jhana, you could. You can resist and say, I want to give up the habit. I don't want to drink any more coffee. I don't want to drink any more beer. And you
yeah,
could
because
stop with
mm,
jhana,
yeah,
because
but
jhana is a form
yeah,
of pleasure also.
yeah,
The highest form of pleasure is jhana, really. That's what it is. Once you have the highest form of pleasure, then you don't need other form of pleasure anymore. You can give up everything. If you see that they are bad for you, then it causes you suffering.
yeah. So it's very hard to give up sensual pleasure if you don't have the pleasure of jhana
To replace, to keep
yeah,
you
to
happy.
replace it. Yeah,
So you need to first establish jhana, establish a different type of pleasure to replace the old pleasure.
yeah,
Before you can get a new cup of tea, you have to brew a new one first before you
mm,
throw away the old cup.
yeah. It's true.
Mm.
So actually, without meditation practice, you could say that there's basically impossible to have real Buddhism.
Yes, you can only do the good karma and stop doing the bad karma, but you cannot purify the mind.
Mm.
Keeping the precept doesn't require jhana to do it. See?
No,
Giving
but
to
it's
charity
yeah.
also.
But then if you meditate a lot and you can get some kind of rapture or bliss, some
You're
kind of
reaching there.
jhana,
You're getting there. You're getting there. Then
yeah,
your ability to stop your craving is getting getting more and more, but not
yeah,
fully yet. You might be able to give up something that you're not as attracted to easier than something that you're still very attracted to.
yeah. But without the pleasure of meditation, then just giving up things just for the sake of giving them up, there's just a lot of what do you say, a lot of suffering because there's nothing to replace the suffering with, only sensual pleasure, which is more suffering. If you're not meditating, then it's very difficult to uh, just to renounce if there's nothing there to replace the sensual pleasure. But if you've got the
Well,
jhana,
there are something you can replace, but not totally. It's the joy
no,
of giving. When you give,
yeah,
you feel happy. See? Some people do this instead of spending money on sensual pleasure. They give the money on to charity instead. Then they feel a sense of joy arising from giving. So they
yeah,
don't need to spend money on sensual pleasures. Some part of it anyway, not all of it. They still might need some sensual pleasure, but they not as maybe not as much as before. Once they can replace it with the joy of giving.
Mhm.
But to replace sensual pleasure completely, totally, you need jhana to do it,
Yeah,
and wisdom to teach you that sensual pleasure is bad for you.
yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, very good.
Anything else?
That's good enough for today. Thanks, Ajahn.
So try to practice mindfulness and meditation as much as possible.
Yeah,
This is all you need, mindfulness all day long, all the time.
that's right.
Keep the mind here and now in the present.
Mhm.
Don't let it go to the past or to the future, on way to other places. Keep it here and now with the body, with the mantra.
Mm.
And when you meditate, the mind can enter into jhana easily.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. I'll go to Naomi again. Hi, Naomi. Can you come back in now? Can you unmute your microphone? Oh, yes, you can now. Okay, good.
Namaste Khan. Hi, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine. Long time
Good.
no see.
Yeah. Um,
You have question
I, I don't
tonight?
I don't have any questions today. I just wanted to come and say hi. I just spent 3 months at a monastery in Canada, and your advice was really helpful for me. I didn't have any problems there. I had a good 3 months, and I'm just keeping my practice and trying to increase my practice. That's all.
That's good. Just keep up with your effort. Increase your effort more and more as you can, if you can, until you spend all your time for practice only and nothing else, except for the essential, like eating and looking after your place. But no, you don't want to do any other type of activities, especially essential type of activity, like watching TV, YouTube, or anything like this. Wasting your time, your precious time. Okay, good to see you. And how's your sister? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's good too. She's doing a lot of practice also.
Okay, I hope she's doing well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
good to
Yes,
see
thank
you.
you so
Bye
much
bye.
for your advice.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Next, Rohini from the UK. Yes, go ahead. You can speak now.
Good evening, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I have no questions for today. I'm just listening, Ajaan.
Okay, keep on practicing.
Yeah.
Never give up. Okay, never give up.
As Ajaan
Oh,
explained,
only
dukkha
when
is,
you're dead. Only when you're dead. That's when you give up.
yeah, I keep practicing. As
Like the
Ajaan
Buddha,
explained,
when
the
he's
dukkha is due to craving and thinking. I
yeah,
personally experienced that this week. When I'm mindful and not thinking this and that, there's no chance of feeling sad, so just concentrate on what I'm doing.
yeah. Stop your thinking, especially the thinking for cravings.
Yeah, I keep practicing, Ajahn. Thank you.
Good, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Next, also Sim from Malaysia.
Good evening, Tan Ajaan.
Yes.
I have no question.
Everything
Just
okay?
listening. Okay. Continuing in the next 6 hours.
All right. To Philip then. Hi, Philip.
Good evening, Tanjan. I'm here just to pay my respects. I don't have any questions.
Hi, Adeline. How are you?
Hi, me, Tanajan. Just paying our respects, listening in.
Okay. Good. Good to
Yeah.
see you both. Okay, I'll go to Nining from Indonesia.
Yeah, Ajahn. Ajahn, my mother fell and is now on bed rest. I have cared for her repeatedly and have become more and more skilled over time. And this time my attitude become more better. That I treat her according to her wish.
That's right. Be a servant, don't be a master to her.
Yeah.
Don't tell her what to do. Wait for her to tell you what she wants, then you do it for her.
Yeah. And everything going well, and I can accept this as phenomena, Ajahn.
Yes, it's anicca. Everybody has to get old, get sick, and die.
Yeah. I think I passed this time, but I don't know if it's regarding to that. I still haven't known
It's a
But
good time to to test yourself to see how far have you gone in your practice. If
yeah,
you don't feel any bad, you don't feel sad at all, then it's good.
yeah. And and from the previous Zoom that I love the words that I choose to live without suffering. That's very inspire. So every time when I choose to live without suffering, so I struggling not to react to everything, Ajahn.
Yes, just merely know
Yeah,
and accept things as they come,
yeah,
as they happen, because you cannot stop them, right?
yeah,
You cannot stop your mother from getting old, getting sick, and die.
yeah. So the contemplation when treating my taking care of my mother, it's just anicang dukang anatang.
Yes,
Anjing
and also
sedih.
metta, and also metta. Try to do the best for her, whatever is good for her. Try to do it for her.
Yeah, because taking care of old people need patience.
Mm,
Yeah, it's kanti also. So I practice endurance kanti.
yes, you must not try to direct what she should do. You should let her decide what she wants to do, and then you do it for her. If it's not bad, if it's not wrong, then you do it for her.
Yeah,
Keep her happy, make her happy. The goal is to make her happy as much as you can. Make her
yeah,
happy and comfortable.
yes, Ajahn. So
And for yourself, you have to let go of your attachment to her.
yeah, so when when I asked my mother, Mom, do you want to have operation? She replied, No, I don't want. Okay, okay then.
Okay, then you just follow her wishes,
Yeah,
whatever she wants.
yeah,
Or you can at least offer your assistant and tell anything you need, just let me know.
yeah. I ready for her 24 hours, Ajahn. Actually,
Yeah. Make her know that you are ready to support her in any way you can.
yeah. But my mom afraid of that. So should I tell her about?
No,
No.
because she knows that he just doesn't have yet understood the teaching of the Buddha, you know. He doesn't have any wisdom yet regarding anicca, impermanent.
She
When she
asked
asks
me.
you, if she asks you about, then you can tell her. Tell her that she and the body are two separate persons. She is not the body, and the body is not her.
Yeah, I tell her like that. Mom, this
Yeah.
is the big invention of our teacher Lord Buddha, because 2,500 years ago, Lord Buddha find out that the body and the mind is separate and different. So
Two separate persons,
two
really.
separate person.
The body
So
is just your servant, the mind servant.
so I tell
And
me,
the body wants to quit, it can no longer work. So the body wants to quit the job of being the servant to the mind. So she
yeah,
had to go get a new body. When she loses the old body, she'll go get a new body.
yeah. And I so mom, so we not only treat the body, but we should also treat the mind, because the mind is the most important that can create
Yes,
nirvana. Is
yes.
that?
You treat the mind by understanding the body is not the mind. See?
Yeah,
It's your misunderstanding that causes you the suffering. The mind misunderstand the body to be itself. So the mind get worried, become stressful because you think it is going to die with the body. So you somehow have to separate the mind from the body. This is the work of wisdom, vipassana.
Yeah. So in this situation, I practice metta and also contemplation about aging, sickness, and death, anicca, dukkha, anatta.
That's for you.
Yeah.
But for your mother, it depends on what she could do or what she wants to do. If she asks you for advice, then you can give it to her. But if she doesn't, then you shouldn't give any advice regarding the teaching of the Buddha, because it can be counterproductive.
Yes, Ajahn. Yeah.
So if she doesn't want to hear anything about the mind, the body as being separate, then don't mention anything to her.
Yeah. This time she listening to everything I said because she's very afraid of the condition. So she
How to meditate better. Use Bhutto, 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 or chanting to calm her mind down.
I also tell my mom instead of worried, so better mom recite Buddha more and more. It's your good deed that can go along with you for the next life. Is it like that?
Yes. Bhutto is medicine for the mind. When you take medicine, Bhutto, your mind will become peaceful.
Yeah.
And not sick. When you're not having Bhutto, then the mind could become sick, become stressful, become afraid.
Meanwhile, I can handle the situation, Ajahn, and that's why thank you for Ajahn teaching.
You should, after all this year that you have been practicing.
Yeah, that's why
Now,
this is
now
the
you're
result.
facing the real thing. Before it's the theory about people getting old, getting sick, and die. Now you're meeting the real thing now.
Yeah,
So it's
that's
the
the
real
result.
thing that will decide whether you pass the test or not the theory.
Yeah, this is the result of my practice.
Mm.
And I love it and I'm happy because, like Ajahn said, always see the end game that we can have more equanimity, like a rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all have the end point. We all have the same end point.
Yeah.
No one is any better or worse than the other. We all have the same end point.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I still can be so calm and alert.
Yes, that's what you need to do, especially with your body. When anything happens to your body, you should also remain calm and alert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Ajahn. Thank you,
You're
Buddha, for the teaching.
welcome. Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajahn. I'm here just to pay respect. No question and listening. Thank you.
Okay. Claudia from Switzerland. You're available this week.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tanachan. I'm happy to be here, and I have good chances to be here more often during summertime because of the time change. Yeah,
Yes.
so I hope to be here more regularly during the summer.
That's good.
Yeah, and I have hopefully good news. My husband is preparing the translation of Beyond Birth for publication now. So I hope that we can finish it this month. There was, as far as I understood, there is already somebody who would like to support to print it, and we can also send it to publish it online. I hope we will be ready until end of April.
That's very good. Good news indeed. Thanks
Yeah,
for
I'm
your
very
effort.
glad that. Excuse me.
This is in German, right?
In German language, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It took so much longer than we hoped, but when I started with the translation, I had no idea that we moved from Germany to Switzerland. And of course, this made it, that's why it took so long. But now we can see
Doesn't matter
the
as
end.
long as you get it finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you have any question besides the news?
So far, no questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Geg Yen So from Malaysia.
Ajahn, just to pay respect, no questions. Sadhu to the sisters that have translated the book. Yeah, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, I'll go to the one who had a question now, Samanji from Sri Lanka. How many questions you have tonight?
Hi, Thanajan. I think I don't have that many questions. I think I have 4 questions today.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Thanajan, I read an article in the Daily Mail UK about a woman who claimed she can communicate with the dead. She's not a Buddhist. In this article, she mentioned that her dead grandmother appears slightly above her head level. I mean, not in her dreams, in maybe when she's wide awake, that grandmother appears above her head level and speaks to her. And many others to do the same with the dead relatives and the dead who are known to her. So what I want to know is, Tanajan, do they need to have Upachara Samadhi to communicate with the dead like that?
I think they automatically have Upachara Samadhi in order to be able to have this ability to connect with the spiritual beings.
Okay, Tanajan. Now for us
But
to develop.
it doesn't mean you have to go and meditate. They might already have this in the past life, so they might not need to sit down and meditate because they might be fluent in this type of meditation already, so they can access this special ability anywhere, anytime.
Okay. Okay, Tanaja. So not everyone has that ability. It's something
No,
have
it's
to.
very small
Okay.
number of people who have this ability. But
Okay.
you can also be careful that some might not be genuine also. Some might think they have, but maybe it's not. So you have to be careful not to be deceived by them or deceived by their own ignorance.
Okay.
You have to be more a bit skeptical first.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean you have
Now,
to disbelieve. You need to have some proof first before you can truly believe in what they say.
okay. So Tanajan, even a Buddhist monk, maybe who has developed, who had achieved Soan level, may not have that Upachara Samadhi. It's kind of a different ability.
Yes, most practitioners of meditation don't have this ability. Very few. From what I heard, maybe 5% only of meditators have this special ability, or 5% of people will have this special ability.
Okay. Okay, Tanajan. And thank you for your answer. And my next question is, Tanajan, can attachment to peaceful states like jhana become an obstacle in our path to nibbana if we get attached to that state?
Well, before you want to detach from your jhana, you first need to use jhana to detach yourself from sensual pleasure first. You need jhana as the remedy, as a replacement of your sensual pleasures first. Once you have got rid of your sensual pleasures, then you can then also stop your reliance on jhana for pleasure, because jhana is also temporarily. It is not permanent source of happiness. So you have to give up jhana. After you have given up sensual pleasure. Before, if you still have sensual pleasure, then you need jhana to help you get rid of your reliance on sensual pleasure. Once you no longer rely on sensual pleasure for keeping you happy, then you can become attached to to jhana pleasure. Here, then you have to stop relying on jhana for happiness. And once you get rid of your craving for jhana, then you don't rely on anything to make you happy. You can be happy. Then you have kicked the habit. If you still rely on jhana, you will still be attached to rebirth. You will be keep reborning in the form or formless realm of existence. So in order to stop rebirth completely, then you have to stop your attachment to jhana also. Then you have nibbana instead. When you no longer have any attachment, your mind becomes free. And a free mind is nibbana. No craving left in the mind. No attachment left in the mind for anything.
Okay. Okay, Tanajan. Thank you for your answer. And my next question is, actually, this is a question often raised. It's that how Angulimala could become an arahant despite having committed so many murders in that very lifetime.
Because he was tricked by his teachers to think that killing people will make him become enlightened. But when he met the Buddha told him the truth that you should be killing your craving, not the people that you kill. Because the one that keep you from not becoming enlightened is your own craving. So when he told the right target to Angulimala, he switched his target from killing people to killing his defilement.
Okay.
So that's all he's been tricked by his teacher because his teacher hate him for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. But he
But when
actually killed people. Yes,
yes,
Tanajan.
but when he met the Buddha told him the truth that you should not be killing people because this is not going to make you enlightened or becoming a supreme being. I think that's what his goal was, to become a supreme being. And the way to become a supreme being is to kill all of your defilement.
Okay. Yeah. But killing human beings is a sinful act. That means he didn't have to pay for any of those sins because before that
Because he
he
had no
attained
rebirth.
Nibbana.
Because he had no rebirth.
Okay.
If he's still reborn, he still has to pay for his sin, his bad karma.
Okay, Tanajan.
But he no longer reborn, so the karma could not go after him anymore.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your answer, Tanajan. My next question is like for a person who experiences or who has sleep distractions, actually who get disturbed in sleep I think in Sri Lanka, something we have been asked to recite Karaniya Metta Sutta or Itipiso Gatha. Is it a good advice? Does it actually help? This is something we all do.
It is to bring mindfulness back to the mind when you do chanting. And when you have mindfulness, you stop thinking about other things. Then you can fall asleep again.
Okay.
The reason you
Or
can
else
go to sleep is because you've been thinking about something, especially something bad that keeps you having nightmares. So when you do chanting, you stop this nightmare from happening.
Okay. And reciting the virtues of Buddha actually helps. That's something we have been doing.
Anything really. But the Buddha said, recite the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, the virtue of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and Sangha. Or you can recite in short by just reciting their name, Buddho, Dhammo, Sangho. It's just a method of bringing back mindfulness, stopping your mind from thinking about bad things, that's all.
Okay, Tanajan, thank you for your answer. And my last question is, Tanajan, can a person use, this is actually from a non-Buddhist friend of mine, can a person use meditation as a temporary escape for worldly problems?
Yes,
Actually,
you
she's
can.
experienced some marital problems.
Meditation is a mental therapy, calm the mind, better than taking medicine because it has no side effect and you don't need to pay for the medicine either. So it's the best form of mental medicine, meditation.
Okay. For any problem. Okay.
The problem is, can you stop your mind from thinking about the problem? That's the problem. If you could stop thinking, then your mind become peaceful and have no problem left in your mind. Even though the problem might still be out there, but your mind doesn't care anymore once your mind become calm.
Okay, Tanajan.
All right?
Okay.
Does this answer all
Okay,
your question?
yes, yeah. Okay,
Do
Tanajan, that's all I
do
have for
you,
today, actually. Yeah.
do you have any feedback from people reading your articles?
Yes, sometimes they send me emails. As I told you before, I always direct them to this Zoom session. Yes. Yeah. They write to our editor's email. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy
Okay,
your
nice
question.
talking.
Keep coming,
Yeah.
keep coming
Sure,
back
will
for
do.
more.
Will
All
do,
right.
Tanajan. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mm.
Next,
Thank you
Ubeka
so much.
Alfredo from Sao Paulo. How are you, Ubeka? No sound. No sound. Something wrong with your audio. You have unmuted, but it doesn't produce any sound. So you might have to come back again. Go outside and then come back again. Reconnect again. Disconnect and reconnect. Okay? Because we cannot hear your voice. Okay. I'll go to Dr. Pia and Dr. Indira. I've been away for a few weeks. Not able to get in or what?
No, actually, we were in Sri Lanka for a bit.
I see.
Yeah, 3 weeks almost. Yeah, and back to work.
Visiting your family and friends?
Yes,
Yes.
Tanajan.
Mm.
And
It's always
also we
nice.
were able, pardon me?
It's always nice to meet your friends and family.
Yes. And also our daughter, we have only one daughter. She got married. She wanted to have a very simple wedding in Sri Lanka. So yes,
Okay.
that too. Yes. So
We supported that.
yes, we just wanted her, wish to come true. So we went to Sri Lanka, and also we were able to sort of visit lots of monasteries, and I was very happy because I could do so many danas. So yeah, right along. So that was very, very nice, Tanajan. Yes.
Yes, doing good karma is always good for the mind.
Yes.
It will
Yes.
send you to heaven when you depart from this world.
We were so blessed that way. We got like some forest monasteries, some temples, lots of opportunities, and also even to orphanages. There are schools where they have, the kids don't have lunch, so lunch programs, lots of things. Yes, so we were very, very blessed to be part so that we got the opportunity to
Sometimes
do it.
these kids have only one meal a day.
Yeah.
So it was good that
Yeah.
we got to participate.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
And
true.
yes, to help with them with their education, and then also the cancer hospital we did for the patients who are on chemo. So lots of dana. It was very.
At the same time, we had the wedding. We also did,
Yeah, that too. So yeah, both, because generally we kind of, it was something very different, the wedding, because we
And you
lately
feel
we have.
happy. You feel
Yes.
happy from the joy of giving, getting
Yes.
joy.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is
Tanajan.
this is the reason why the Buddha said you should replace your sensual pleasure with with the
Absolutely.
pleasure from giving, with the
Yes.
joy of giving.
Yes. Yes, Tanajan. That's what I did. Yeah. I
That's the
felt very
purpose
happy.
of
And
dana. That's the purpose of dana practice, to divert your money spent on sensual pleasures to charity instead. It gives you a better pleasure and long-lasting pleasure. Every time you think about this good deeds you have done, you can still be happy.
yes, Tanajan. We remembered you. How you said about Dana.
And also for the kids, once I think you said somewhere it's better to give when you're alive rather than when you're dead, because they're going to get it anyway when you're dead. So might as well let them enjoy. You rejoice. You see
Yes,
them really
because
happy.
if you give after that, you don't know whether you have actually given or not.
Yes,
So
we
you have to do
remember.
it when you're still alive.
Yes, yes, Tanajan. All your good advice we put to practice in Sri Lanka. So
And
thank you
how
so
did it
much.
come out? Good, make you feel good?
Good.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
very good actually.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a return like instant. Like when you do, you feel like everything's going well. When you do stuff,
Yeah, you feel so happy, content, seeing other people happy. Yes.
Yeah. You can contribute a little bit of happiness to the world.
Yes. Yeah, little bit, but at
Yes.
least little bit is good for us,
Yes. In our
Yeah,
own
but
way.
it's big for you. It makes you
Yes,
feel
big for-
happy.
Yes.
Yes, Tanajan. Yes.
And
We don't need to make the whole world happy. Yeah, we could not, but we can
You
just
cannot.
make people a small amount of people happy. That's good enough for us.
Yes, Tanajan.
Because that's
at
all
the
we
time,
could do.
yes, at the times when I go, like when you see things in Sri Lanka, you want to buy, but this time I just did not want to do anything like that. Wanted
Good.
to give others. So thank you so much for all your good advice and directing us towards the path.
No sensual pleasure this time. Just only the joy
Very,
of giving.
yes, why
the
not?
daughter's wedding, we had to do it as that's I thought.
Nice food.
Something
Sri Lanka.
for her we had to do it. So we did
Okay.
it.
Food was good.
Yes.
Food was good.
Yes. So, but I didn't get to enjoy the food because I had to make sure everything was okay. But yeah, it was. I felt good doing it for her too. So
And people also had a good time. So maybe it's a dana for people who participated too. Like they were quite
everyone was happy. Yes.
Yes.
So it was a good thing. Yes, Dana John.
Good. But no time for meditation yet.
We did a bit here and there. And also we did on the wedding day, she wanted to for me to do a meditation session for all the participants. So
all her friends.
So
The young kids loved it.
Yeah, so we did, and we talk about the hindrances. They were asking a lot of questions. There were a lot of people than I thought. So we carried on to the second day as well, but less people, but most of them left. So it was good, good feeling. They kind of connected. They wanted this meditation session. My daughter wanted, so I did it anyway.
Yeah, it was a good thing. But whenever
Did my best.
Yeah, whenever we could, we meditated, but not like
Yeah, I think it was broken, but when we came back, I think we could
get back to
connect back again. I was worried we might not be able to connect back again, but it was very smooth. Like coming back was so it retained. Like whatever you did was not a
Yeah.
waste.
Because it wasn't too long that you had
Too
to
long,
go.
yes.
That's true.
Yes, true.
That's true.
Maybe that
The
was the
longer,
reason.
the harder will be hard to come back to.
Hard to come back. Yes.
Tanajan, I have a question. Samanji, she asked about that lady who talks to the dead. Is it, I remember Meichi Kai, like she used
Magic
to...
girl, yes, she has abilities to talk to spiritual beings.
Yes, I remember. And Ajahn Mahabua spotted it. He knew that she could do that. Yes. When she was young, yes.
Even when she was old, she could still do it.
Yes.
But she was told to stop going into this type of activity because it will be a hindrance to her advance into enlightenment.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
So she had to stop temporarily when she practiced for enlightenment.
Yes.
But after she became enlightened, she could still use this special ability, like the Buddha did.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
But during during your quest for enlightenment, you don't want to be distracted by any other thing.
Yes.
Was it like a past life abilities that came up,
I think so.
or this life she developed? Hard to know, right?
She had it from the time she was young.
Yeah, she already had it from her previous life.
Previous lives, I see.
As soon as her mind becomes calm, she was able to have these special powers.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, read that book long ago, and I was so inspired. Yes.
So she must have been born very closely in a previous human life, right? Because if it's a big gap, but sometimes it's hard to remember to come
And
back.
this special ability is inbred in the mind. It's not like memory. It doesn't fade like memory.
Okay.
It's like your like and dislike. They don't fade with memory. What you like, what you dislike, follow through you through every life, every existence.
Yes.
You don't need to be told what you like, right, or what you don't like.
Yes.
It's inbred in your consciousness.
I see.
So too with the practice of samadhi, whether just the regular samadhi or the special type of samadhi, once you have it, you will have it all the time.
You all have it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't forget it. You can't just not
because
undo it.
it's practice. It's habit.
It's engraved in your system. Yeah, in your
yes.
Knowing.
It's not something you memorize. If it's something that you memorize, you'll forget.
Yeah.
But if it's something you experience, you don't forget.
Yeah.
Practice.
It's something like you cook the food, you know how to cook it again.
Yes.
Taste the food. Once you taste it.
Once you like some type of food, you'll keep liking it every time. Every time you see this food, you like it automatically.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tanaja.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's. I think there's also metaphor for mindfulness. This king, the servant who cooks the food, he knew what the king likes by observing. So every time he makes the same food over and over again. So that's mindfulness. So if something is good for the mind, you keep doing over and over again.
Yes, that's wisdom.
Yes. Yes.
The ability to know.
Yes, yes. Also, something I realized is, I mean, it was different. Like when we go to Sri Lanka, it's not like here. Like here, we have a very quiet, calm life. We don't meet like too many people, more conducive to meditation. But then again, I realized that because of the practice, you have a certain amount of equanimity, which really helps you when you're dealing with all
To
these
get through the chaos in
different situations. Yes.
different
Yes, yes.
countries, so much chaotic, like, and with the gas, the lines, the petrol lines, and all that came because of the situation. So it was difficult to go far, like you
With the wedding and everything, but
somehow we managed.
Yeah.
I think our equanimity was helpful, right? I mean, some
You have
degree.
both. You have both metta and equanimity.
Yeah. Yes.
You have metta when you deal with people, and you have equanimity not to react in a bad way.
Yes. Yes, Tanaja.
For Brahma Viharas, I think it's, I mean, the certain degree, it was helpful. And one question I had, I think somebody asked about the Mahayana practice. They want to keep coming back. So it's a form of Bhavatana, is it?
Well,
Is it
it's
sort
a
of
form
craving?
of. I think we misunderstand the reason why they keep coming back. The reason why they still keep coming back because they haven't yet reached enlightenment yet. Once you reach enlightenment, you don't come back, whether you want to or not.
Yes, that's true.
Because they want to make the people like, for I think more. I think they call the Theravadas more selfish, but they are selfless. They want to make everyone enlightened before they get enlightened.
Yes. Well, they could not do much helping other people when they themselves cannot help themselves yet.
Yes, that's true.
True.
So you have to help yourself first. You have to help yourself first before you can help other people.
Yeah, Attayatano nato kohinato parosya. Buddha said, make an island to oneself, right? There is no.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tanajan. It's so
Okay,
nice to
you're
see you
welcome.
again.
Thank you.
So grateful to you. Thank you.
Okay, next, Selena. Selena, where are you from? Is this your first time joining us? Can I speak? Same thing with your microphone is not working also. Cannot hear you. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. Are you using your headphone or something? Try to unplug it. Can you disconnect the headphone and use the... Try to speak. Cannot hear you still. You might have to disconnect and reconnect again. Okay. I'll go to Lynn first. Why? Okay, Lynn.
Good evening, Tan Ajahn. Good to
Yes,
see you.
what can I do for you?
I just got a short question about Satipatthana Sutta. So do we do contemplation after we got to jhana, especially the kaya nupassana?
When you got to jhana, you try to maintain jhana for as long as possible first. You don't do contemplation while you're in jhana because you cannot do it. Because when you're in jhana, the mind becomes still, it doesn't think. And you want to contemplate, it means you have to force the mind to come out of jhana, which that's something you don't want to do when the mind is still in jhana. Because in jhana, it's like charging the battery of your phone. You don't want to use the phone while you charge the battery if you can. You want to so that the charging can be full quickly. So in the same way, when you're in jhana, you don't do any contemplation. But after you come out of jhana, if you want to do contemplation, you do the body first. Contemplate the nature of the body as being anicca, impermanent. It get old, get sick, and die. As being four elements, there's no self. It's made up from the four elements: the earth, water, fire, and wind element. As being not pleasant to look at, by study the 32 parts of the body. These are the three types of knowledge you want to learn about the body, so then you don't become deluded with the body, anybody's body. There's no self in the body. The body is just like an automobile with the mind as a driver. And the body is made from the four elements. And it's not pleasant to look at it. You look inside the body, under the skin. But this is what you want to teach the mind to understand the true nature of the body, so it can then disconnect or detach from attachment to the body. When there's no attachment, no craving for the body, then there will be no suffering for the mind regarding the body. Okay, but before you do this, it's better to do more jhana first. You have to be more proficient, more able to enter into jhana anytime first. Once you have mastered your jhana, then when you're not in jhana, then you can study the nature of the body and the nature of feeling also. Sometimes you have feeling come and go, good feeling, bad feeling, neutral feeling. You have to understand this is the nature of the feeling. They are not under your control. You cannot tell them to come only with pleasant feeling. Sometimes they come with bad feeling. Sometimes they come with good feeling. Sometimes they come with neutral feeling. All you have to do is, in order to not to have any suffering with the feeling, is to accept them as they come. Accept them all. Accept good feeling, accept bad feeling, accept neutral feeling. Don't try to manage drive them away because you could not. It will only create suffering for you when you try to control the feeling. And also with the nature of the mind also is constantly changing the state of mind. Sometimes it feel good, sometimes it feel high, sometimes it feel low, sometimes it's depressed, sometimes it's exhilarated. So you have to understand this is the nature of the mind, and that you cannot always force him to be calm all the time. You have to let go of your control of the body, of the feeling, and of the mind. We want to control them, but we could not. And that's the cause of our suffering, because we cannot control the body, cannot control the feeling, cannot control the states of mind. So we let go, leave them alone. With equanimity, we can do it. Without equanimity, without jhana, we cannot resist. The force of the attachment is too strong for us to stop. The force of craving for them is too strong. So you need to have jhana first to counter the force of attachment, the force of craving. Once you have jhana, then with wisdom you can see that by craving for them or being attached to them can cause the mind suffering. So if the mind doesn't want any suffering, then the mind has to let go of the mind's attachment or craving for them. So you become enlightened once you have let go of your attachment to the body, to the feelings, and to the states of mind. Okay.
So is there any possibility to do some of the contemplation without even reaching jhana yet?
Yes, but it's not productive in the sense that you cannot stop your stress or anxiety. You might be able to stop it temporarily, reduce it, but you cannot get rid of it completely, permanently, without jhana.
Okay.
When you contemplate of death, your fear of death might disappear temporarily. But then when you see death again, you can become fearful again. Because you have not the ability to uproot the root of fear, which is delusion and craving. Delusion causes craving. Delusion is the thing that the body is you. You are the body. But with jhana, you can stop. You can uproot this thing with wisdom. You can when you're not meditating, you can contemplate. But the problem is, if you're not careful, your contemplation can turn into restlessness and agitation unknowingly. So it's better to be mindful and stop thinking first, and try to practice as much jhana as possible first, until you're fully control, until your mind is fully under your control in mindfulness. When you can then use the mindfulness to direct the mind to think of body contemplation, feeling contemplation, and state of mind contemplation. Without strong mindfulness, you might start contemplating on the body, and the next thing you might go thinking about other things without knowing it.
Very true.
The defilement is very clever. It deceives you to think you're and instead of contemplating to let go, you contemplate to become attached to more. Instead of getting rid of your worry and anxiety, you become more anxious, more worried about your body. Then this is not the right contemplation.
Understood.
But if you have jhana, have a calm mind, then you can control, maintain right contemplation. Because as soon as you have worry or anxiety, you know you're not contemplating correctly.
Mm.
Your right contemplation will get rid of your suffering, your worry and your anxiety. If it creates anxiety and worry, then this is not right contemplation. This is defilement, defiled contemplation. Okay.
Yep, very clear. Much gratitude to you, Tanajan. Thank you.
So try to do mindfulness and meditation first, as much as possible. You can, from time to time, remind yourself that the body is impermanent. You're gonna get old, get sick, and die. It has 32 parts. It's not pleasant to look at. But don't get to the point where you become restless and agitated from contemplation. Then you have to stop. All right?
Okay, thank you so very much, Tanajan.
Okay, we'll try Selena again. Hi, Selena. Can you unmute your microphone and see if you can speak this time? I hope so.
Hello, Ajahn, can you hear me now?
Yes, very good.
Uh,
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Thailand, and actually I'm currently studying in Singapore. So
Okay.
I'm in Singapore at the moment. Sometimes I also listen to your live in Thai as well
Yes,
on Facebook,
yes.
and I really like to follow your teaching, which is according to Lord Buddha as well. And I've done meditation since 2018. And
7
actually,
years.
along the way, I have been lost as well, because sometimes some people have been. Sometimes I follow other teachers like Ajahn Dangdrin or something like that, and their Vipassana, but I couldn't get into there. And so along the way, I have been lost. But before being lost, I also had attended jhana, but that jhana had some kind of attachment because it produces happiness and it was very addictive. But after that, at the moment, I feel like I cannot attain that state again. I don't know if I'm still on the right track, but after following you and also doing the meditation with the group, I could attain the Pawang state.
Yes,
But
that's good.
The Pawang state, I know that sometimes I know, but sometimes I lost consciousness. I don't know if this losing consciousness is sleeping.
That's right, sleeping. There's two types of
And also,
Pavanga. Mindfulness Pavanga and no mindfulness Pavanga. When there's no mindfulness Pavanga, you fall asleep.
yes. And also another thing is I have scoliosis. Scoliosis is the bone is not formed as straight, so I have back pain. So I heard that you said that to meditate, you should not move your body. But sometimes I move my body for my shoulders and it has some cracks like that. I don't know if I should stop doing that.
If you can stop, it's better because if you still move your body, it means your mind is still active, and it can never become calm with the mind being active. So you have to leave the body alone when you start meditating. Don't worry about the body. Whatever it feels, leave it alone.
Right. And also in the past, I used to have very blocked nose. So in the past, I used to do meditation, which not quite successful. After the jhana state, I had got many sickness, whether it's appendix rupture, or even blocked nose. But now all of them are gone. So I think I'm restarting again from the beginning. But I follow Luang Pu Man as well. So I think this is the right path for me.
Yes, that's good.
ค่ะ I think this is the right path for me.
Yes, if you start, you should start with mindfulness practice first. Try to be mindful as much as possible all day long by
Okay.
reciting a mantra, Buddha, or by keep watching your body activity.
Sometimes I also drift away because recently I was struck with some unfortunate events, especially since last month. So actually, two things happened. One is my father's death, but I have recovered from it. I had many regrets. And secondly, I felt like I have been betrayed by someone who I was sincere to as well. So, but I think I have recovered from it, but I still have that thought drifting from time to time. And maybe the whole day, but I also try to come back to Puto.
Tell yourself it's already gone. It's it's like a dream. You cannot go back and change it. The best way is to forget about it and move forward. Look. The past is already gone. Good or bad is already gone. It cannot do anything to you. It's you
Yes,
who's
and
causing the problem by thinking about it. So if you think, you can stop it by using a mantra. When you start to think about something bad, you can recite Bhutto, 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 Bhutto for a while. And then those thoughts will disappear.
actually I use this situation to push me toward attaining nirvana instead.
That's right, by reciting Bhutto first. Before you
Bhutto.
get to Nibbana, you have to have mindfulness first.
Right.
When you have mindfulness, then you can meditate and you can have jhana. Once you have jhana, then your mind will be strong to practice wisdom, to be able to accept things as they are. Everything is impermanent. Everything don't last forever. Even your own body doesn't last forever. So you must be brave, be strong in order to accept the truth, this truth. If your mind is not strong, you will feel terrible when you think about death. And you don't want to accept the truth.
Yeah.
So you have to go
I
step by
actually
step. First starting with mindfulness, then meditate to get to jhana. Once you have jhana, then you can study the nature of everything as being impermanent. Nothing lasts. Everything rises. Everything will cease one day. If you are attached to them, you will get suffering.
yes. Thank you, Ajahn.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing yet, but after, if I may, in the past, let's say many years ago, like I could attain some kind of transcendent state, like jhana, maybe jhana 1 or jhana 2. But after that, many things struck. There were many things struck along the way during these 7 years of my life as well. Um, but do you think that I can go into that happiness state again for the jhana?
Yes, if you found the way. If you remember how you got in there. If you don't, then you have to restart with mindfulness, like I just told you.
Okay.
Mindfulness will
Right.
lead you to that state again.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll go to Alfredo first. Okay, Alfredo, you're back. How's your audio? Can hear you or not?
Hi,
Okay,
can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you now. Yes, very
Oh,
good. You look happy
saquei,
all the
Bante.
time. You look happy all the time.
Yes, all the time practicing. I entered in a practicing with Lama Santen, a Brazilian teacher, a Dama Brazilian teacher,
Oh, really?
the, on the south of Brazil, Rio Grande do Sul. Brazilian teacher Dama, Lama Santen.
Uh-huh. Burmese
His
tradition.
name is Mahayana, but it's Tibetan. Tibetan tradition.
Okay.
But I practice Theravada. I don't practice the visualization. I don't practice in the if other things they practice. I only practice jhana, né? Jhana in Theravada, jhana, satis, jhana, samatha, upeka. But in this practice, his teachings are Theravada system. Very good, very good. He's a very good teacher. He's in Portuguese, né, Bante? He's a very, very good teacher. He's give a meditation practice very, very good. He's playing a lot in details about samatha, about sati. He say about sati very, very good, but no thinking, only attention, no thinking, no. He read us in course Satipatthana, all Satipatthana in Portuguese. Very, very good teacher, very good teacher. It's good, né? But 3 months of practicing, 3 months. He shared 3 months. Very good. It's need to money, né? But it's need to pay, né? It's not.
Oh, you have to pay. It's not free.
Yes. Need to pay.
I guess he has
but
to
it's
live.
okay, but
he has to live. He has expenses to pay for.
Yes. When I practice Hetarian in past, né? I pay less, né? But today is more cheap, more cheap. Today is more. It's not cheap, né? But today is
Because of the gas
very
prices, I guess, is going up.
expensive. $200 for 1 month in internet, not presential. It's very expensive, but it's okay, né? But it's okay.
Dana,
It's
the thing of it, Dana.
Yes, Dana. For me, it's things of delusion, né, Bante? Money is delusion. Money is delusion. If you don't money, you don't live, né, Bante? It's necessary. It's
But you
very
still
necessary.
it's a delusion that you need to pay for your food.
Oh yes, but it's not have to do, né, Bante? It's not have to do. You have to food, né? You have to eat. You have to live, né, Bante?
That's right.
But you thinking about money, you are crazy, né? But you are crazy because 20 years, 30 years is very good to survive if no have money, né? It's very difficult, né? Yeah, it's normal. It's normal.
So you take this course with this month?
Yes, I take. Yesterday is beginning. Yesterday for 3 months. 3 months. Meditate all day. Meditate on morning. Meditate.
How many dollars you have to pay?
$200.
$200. Okay.
$200
for 3
months. 3
months.
months. No, for 1 month. 1 month.
1 month.
1 month. But I only pay 1 month. I only pay 1 month.
Okay.
Yes.
Why do you want to pay? Because you think you can benefit from the teaching?
Yes. Benefits for Sangha, né? But the Sangha is very important, né? The group of Buddhists, né? If not have Sangha, if not have you to teaching us, it's no Dhamma, né? But Sangha is very important, né? É que em Brasil Theravada is very bad, né? Brasil Theravada is a garbage, very bad. The teachers Theravada in Brazil is very bad. Very playboy. Do you know playboy? Do you know what playboy monk? Very bad monks.
Well,
Your Dhamma
just leave them alone. No need to criticize them.
Yes. It's better to practice with persons have good, né, but not persons with problems, now with problems. Pay problems to us. I have my problems. I not have other problems, né, but
Okay.
My book is very good, viu, Bante? My book Dhamma is very good. I read, I like a lot. Samatha Vipassana, Six Elements, Jana
Yes.
Upeka. Very good.
Okay.
And I practice
hope you-
morning, afternoon, and night. Né?
Okay.
Practicing Sati morning, Sati afternoon,
I hope you
Sati
benefit
night.
from your course.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. All right. I have to go to the
Dhamma
next
is very
person.
vicious, Bante. Dhamma is very interesting thing.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks.
Nice talking to you. Next,
Nice.
Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Prajan. I have no question, Prajan.
So, where have you been all this time?
I beg your pardon, Prajan.
Where have you been all this time?
I'm in Jakarta, Prajan.
You haven't joined us for a while. What happened? Working, busy, doing something else?
Busy before long holiday, all the servants went back to their homestay. Now just only have one servant, Prajan. So need to do homework.
Yeah, Buddha said you should depend on yourself, don't depend on other people. Attahi atano nato.
Yes, Prajan. Prajan, but I think in Indonesia, we are all of us have servant, Prajan.
But you don't have to follow them. You're the Buddha's follower. You should follow the Buddha's teaching.
Prajan, if don't have servant, it have a big problem, Prajan, because at our house can say this is big house, Prajan.
Mhm. You can live without servant. When you came to Kauchi, when you didn't have any servant with you.
Oh yes, Prajan. But at Kaohsiung, a small place, Prajan.
That's why you should change your place to make it smaller.
Uh,
Why do you need a big place for? All you need is a place to hide away from the sun and the rain, that's all.
yes,
You don't need
Prajan.
a mansion to do that.
Mhm.
Just need a small cottage. All you need is a small hut or cottage. The Buddha taught monks to live under the tree, under the shade of the tree.
Yes.
So to try to make life simple, then you won't need to depend on other people to help you with your life. Okay?
Yes, Prajan. Understand, Prajan.
All right. I'll see you
Thank you,
next
Prajan.
time. Bye-bye. Okay, next we go to B. Ravin for more questions, I think. We have any more questions? B?
Yes, Prajan. There are 7 questions tonight, all from Facebook. The first 3 are from Poliang Soon. And the first one is, Prajan, how do we deal with the mind when it is in chaos?
Mindfulness. Try recite Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto to calm the mind down first before you can use wisdom to get rid of the chaos completely.
Okay, and the second question, can Prajan explain regarding Karaniya Metta Sutta? What is the purpose of this chant?
Well, the sutta itself doesn't serve as any purpose for people that people are believing in. They think that if you have any danger, you chant this sutta and then the danger will disappear. But the danger is the suffering in the mind. When you chant, then the mind become calm and the suffering disappear. But not the external threat or the next external harm. You cannot stop the external harm. Like you come across a snake or something. If the snake gonna bite you, it's gonna bite you. No matter what you chant, But if you chant and you remain still, then the snake might not think you are somebody that can trap them, so they can leave you alone.
Right.
So it's just a belief. It's a belief that this sutta, if you chant, then you can ward off all types of danger.
All right, Prajan, noted. The third question is on patience. So patience is an important faculty in practice. Could Prajan tell us how to use patience when practicing meditation?
You need mindfulness to become patient. Because with mindfulness, your mind can remain calm and peaceful, and then you can remain patient. If you're not calm or peaceful without mindfulness, your mind becomes restless and agitated, and you cannot become patient under that condition. So you need to maintain mindfulness all the time to be able to have patience all the time.
All right. The fourth question is from Aun. Could Bante please explain that if kilesa are not self, how do they arise?
Kilesa, they are defilement, they're the cause of suffering to the mind. And the cause of the condition that cause them to arise is their ignorance, not understanding the nature of the mind, how the mind works. So they need somebody like the Buddha to teach us the nature of the mind. That the mind can only be calm and peaceful when there are no defilement. If there are defilement, then you will have suffering. You will have anxiety and stress.
All right. Thank you. Fifth question is from George Lim. Dear Ajahn, when is the right time to give up on jhana?
After you have let go of your attachment to your body and sensual pleasure.
All right. Question number 6 is from Robert Doust. Dear Ajahn, what is more important to help reaching jhana? To sustain mindfulness for a long duration or a momentarily deeper samadhi? Thank you.
Oh, you need mindfulness before you can get into samadhi or jhana. Samadhi and jhana is the same thing. Deep samadhi is called jhana. And in order to get to deep samadhi or jhana, you need continuous mindfulness, sati sampachanya. Okay, anything else?
And the last question is from Gautam. Dear Ajahn, I often contemplate on the asupa nature of the body, the 4 basic elements of the body, and the 32 parts of the body. It helps to calm my mind to some extent. However, I haven't reached any stages of jhana. Am I doing something wrong?
Yes, this thing that you cannot get into jhana by contemplating. You have to focus your attention on one object, such as your breath. Then your mind can enter into jhana. Because you have to stop thinking. By contemplating on wisdom, you cannot get into jhana that way. Because you have to keep the mind thinking. And if the mind keeps thinking, then it cannot enter into jhana. The only way to enter into jhana is to focus the mind on one object, such as a mantra or on the breath. Then the mind will be able to become still and enter into jhana.
Thank you, Prajan. Okay. That is all the questions so far.
And do you yourself have any question?
Not this time, Prajan, but I look forward to seeing you next week. I will be going to visit you one of the days at your kuti.
Okay. Next week is a long holiday. You know?
Yes, so I'll be going to Pattaya for a week.
Okay. In Thailand, next week we'll have the water festival. So we have many days off connecting with the weekend. So they have long day off, maybe 7 days, 6 days, 7 days, I think. So people will be celebrating. Okay.
Yes.
The time is, and that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful to you and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Ajahn.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you,